Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're just out here messing around with some of my side projects. I need to come out here to my old Fury and see about robbing a spring off of it. This hood's a two-hander. There's no opening it with one hand. Alright, something like that. Let's get this breather off of here. All I need is the return spring for the throttle. I'm going to use it on one of my other projects that we're going to work on today. I think it's about time I get out here with a vacuum cleaner. What do y'all think? Something made a home in there. It's staying out of the carburetor, so not to worry there. I don't see anything getting chewed up out here, so that's always a plus. All I need to do is rob this little thing off of here. It shouldn't take but a second. Somebody's got it kind of wrapped around here. May have to do something about that. But that's all I need, just this little guy here. I hate robbing parts off of my good stuff, but that's all right. We're gonna give it right back, I promise. So this is my 72 Plymouth Fury. I've had this thing for years and years, and she's just been sitting in the yard. She's actually a runner and a driver, believe it or not. That 0360 ran when I parked it. Yeah, we've all heard that before. But yeah, for real, I drove it from Ada, Oklahoma, all the way home. I'm not sure how far that is. Gotta be at least 100 miles. She drove fine. All it needed was a ball joint. Brought it home, set it in the yard, never did anything with it. She's got that 727 torque flight automatic transmission, like I said, 360 V8. She just needs some freshening up, that's all. She don't have any rust in the body anywhere except for that roof. She had that vinyl roof on. You guys know how those are. The old roof's in really bad shape, and I think it's just got to be replaced, to be honest with you. I don't think they're making roof skins for these yet. They're doing them for the muscle cars, the Chargers, the Road Runners, and stuff like that, but they're not making them for these old Furies. At least not for a 72, not that I'm aware of. So we'll probably have to find a parts car in order to address the roof issue. But man, it would be a shame to let this car go over that, because everything else about it is great. She's not rusted out at all. So you guys leave me a comment if you're interested and want to see that project move forward, get it drug out of the yard. We'll do a will it run video, start out with, see if we can't get it to move around again under its own power, and we'll progress from there. Do some kind of a build with it or something, get a little build series going for it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I'd love to drive that old car. Today I think we're going to work on this one though, 1970 GMC pickup. For anybody that might have missed it, we've already had the engine and transmission out. We've cleaned everything up, the engine bay, everything. We tore the motor down, went through, put all new gaskets and seals in it. We even went through the wiring, got it all straightened out, and now we are messing with this old carburetor. I hate this carburetor. I've mentioned it in my other videos. It's an old Holley double pumper. We went through, did a rebuild, full rebuild kit on it. And to be honest, I just think the carburetor is too big for this truck. And I think it would do much better with a smaller carburetor, probably like a 650, something like that. I believe, if I remember right, this carburetor is almost an 800 CFM, something like that. I'll look the numbers up again on it, but it's just stupid big, I think. This truck doesn't belong to me. It belongs to someone I know. This truck is a bit of a family heirloom. It belonged to his father, so he's kind of trying to get it all fixed up. And he's going to drive it around as, you know, kind of a little weekend toy, you know, something like that. And I don't believe this is the carburetor for that. This is more of a wide open, round and round, a circle track type of a deal. It's not really for daily driving. I don't believe. I don't know, at least not the way it's set up. Now I know I've explained in previous videos, I'm not much of a carburetor guy. I could take one apart and throw some parts at it, that's fine. But as far as like setting them up and knowing all the different little things, I'm just not the guy. I would like to learn, I'd like to expand my knowledge. That's why I haven't thrown in the towel yet. I'm still kind of tinkered around trying to see if I can't figure this out and at least get it a little bit better. Because right now I believe it's just loading up the spark plugs, fouling them out, and things like that. So okay, so I think that's going to work just fine. It's just temporary. I'm actually going to go to AutoZone and buy a nice spring setup for this. I want it to be right. I don't want just no rusty spring out here. Shame to go through all that work, get everything all nice and painted, and then you got this old rusty spring out here that may or may not hold up. I mean, it's been sitting out for a while. Damn thing's probably going to snap off, who knows. So you can see we're pumping fuel. We solved our fuel issue. If you guys saw the last video, you know we finally did actually get this thing up and running and driving. And she started out great, but over time it started to kind of load up those spark plugs, kind of fouling them out. Like I said, we always had a problem with that carburetor kind of loading everything up, and I think it's still an issue. So we may have to downsize. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not giving up on it yet. We're gonna see if we can't dial this thing in and at least get it to run and drive better than it does now, because this is a screaming little motor. I mean, she runs great. It's just not set up quite right. I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna have to pull the tank out and clean it too. Well, now that we've got that straightened out, I thought it'd be kind of cool to get in here and check these plugs and see if they are in fact fouled. I believe they are, though. I don't see how they couldn't be. Oh yeah, I mean, look at this thing, how shiny it is. That thing is definitely gas fouled. Oh yeah. Damn it. We'll get us another one out, see what it looks like. I'm sure they're all gonna be fouled out. It's missing like crazy. I mean, when we first started, it sounded amazing, all crunchy, and you could hear that cam. Boy, it's got a nice cam in it. And hell, after running just a few minutes, we ended up with all kinds of misfires carrying on. I mean, ugh, these plugs look terrible. These were brand new. I just put these in. Put it in the little spark plug cleaner here. See if we can't clean it off. These things work all right. Let's go reinstall it. Give it a shot, man. See if that did any good. These are brand new. It'd be nice if we get a little use out of them. Pulling out the last two plugs now. Man, they're just as fouled out over on this side. So yeah, here's the final two over on the driver's side. They're just as fouled. Every one of them was this way. So anyway, I'll get them cleaned up, get them back in there, and we'll see what happens. Last one going back in. We'll have this done here in just a minute. All right. Personally, I think she sounds terrible. Now, she's supposed to have somewhat of a rough idle because it has that racing cam in it, but it's got misfires, I can tell. Now, this is what I was noticing earlier, is that you could come back here and touch both of these header pipes after it warms up, and they're not hot. I mean, they're warm, but they're not hot like they should be. Like, I can't touch these. They're way too hot. These first two, these back ones, yeah, see? Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. The back one's the same way. Same way. Sit there and just put my hand on it. So neither one of those are firing. Earlier, number 7 was the same way. I'm sure it still is. Yep. Same way. The rest of them, you can barely touch it. Oh, yeah, I mean, they're hot like the stove, right? Woo! Might as well shut her down. She's going to need spark plugs. Yeah, I think I'm about to give up on that old carb. It's just, I don't know. Let's get in here and pull this plug out. I was curious what it looks like. I'm sure it's soaking wet, just like it was earlier. All 3 of those plugs that are misfiring, they were just soaking wet. And there you have it. Yep. She's definitely fouled out for sure. I don't know, man. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do with that one tonight. Hey, who wants an update on the 059? Well, a lot of you guys keep asking when am I going to work on it again. Hell, I've been working on it. And there's just so many little things that you just can't even tell. Like, hey, check this out. Been putting the weather stripping in. Look at that. Got that in all the way around. Check that out. Boy, it looks like brand new. Loving it. And look, I want to show y'all something. Look, the door opens and shuts like perfectly, by the way. I mean, look at that. And the best part is no rattle. It took the rattle out. Remember there was a little bit of slop in there? Yeah, well, it's not no more. This thing's gonna roll tight down the road. It's gonna be awesome. Just little details like that that are, I don't know, man. I mean, I could make a video about that, but it'd be about the most boring thing in the world, I swear. Kind of like this video, huh? You guys remember up here on the fender, we had a spot where my air hose dripped some moisture right there. And the only way to get rid of it is just to sand it down and repaint it. You could try to blend that in, but this being a single stage paint and right on top of the fender, it'll never look right and it will never last. Basically what would happen, you just come in and kind of dust that in to try to make it go away, and it would probably blend in okay, kind of, sort of, what have you, but over time, all the way around the edges of that where you spray that will start to peel back and it'll look terrible. So in my opinion, the only real way to fix it properly so it would actually last and look right is to just repaint it. But unfortunately, you're probably not just going to paint a fender by itself and expect it to match the other panels. So sanded down the whole side. I'm going to paint the whole side. I got the doors over here. They're already sanded down as well. You can see there, everything's sanded down. Got her all scuffed up, ready to go. I mean, I guess I could have did it the quick, easy, fast way, but I don't like doing that on my side projects. We kind of save all that for the cheap flip cars. When it comes to blending all that stuff in, that'll work fine for them old cheap cars. Nobody's gonna care. They're just A to B cars. But something special like this, you want to take the extra time to do it right. And if that means repainting the whole side of the car, then so be it. So that's where we're at with it. Hey, leave me a comment if you want me to make a video about that. I kind of thought I would spare y'all that because you've already seen me paint it once. I don't think that you would care to see me paint it again. I mean, it's blue going right back over blue. It's the same exact color. It's kind of uneventful, you know what I mean? Now, the cool part about doing this is that we don't have to get in here and respray the jams. You can see these quarter panels. I mean, they're split all the way around. There's a seam right here. There's a seam here. There's a seam running all the way down. All you got to do is just tape along that seam. It's the perfect breaking point for your color. No one will ever know. And then that way we can mask off the jam and just stay out of there. It's fine. We don't need to mess with it. So it does, you know, while it does kind of sound like a pain in the butt to have to go back and repaint the whole side, it's really not that big of a deal. And we'll get it knocked out. No worry. She still seems to be running okay. Thought maybe we'd do a little cold start. Get in here. You'll have to pump the crap out of it. She's been sitting around for a long time, so she does like a little bit of fuel to get started. Oh, there she is. She's still running all right. Probably not good to run this thing in here with the doors shut for very long. Good Lord. Unfortunately though, the freeze plugs are still got a slight drip to them. If you leave it running for very long, it will leave a little puddle of coolant on the floor. Unfortunately, the only way to replace those is to pull the whole motor out, so that ought to be a good time, right? So hey you guys, a while back I had made an announcement that got me some high-speed internet out at my place, and that I will finally be able to start making videos a lot faster and things like that. Unfortunately, I kind of made that announcement a little bit prematurely. We weren't quite ready yet. They actually did come out and they put all the stuff in. Like they brought it all the way in from the street, hooked it up on the poles, did all that stuff. You can see there that black box up there. That is my high-speed internet. They brought it all the way down in here. But I never did pay the activation fee to have it hooked up, man. It's like $300, y'all. Good grief. Don't judge me. I've told y'all a million times, man. I operate on a budget, a tight budget, and I just didn't want to pay the money. But you know what? I finally did it. So if you're new to the channel, basically I live in the country. I have horrible internet out here, and I have never been able to upload a video from my house. I've always had to drive to the city and bum somebody's internet to upload my videos. And I mean, there's been times when I've stood out on people's porches to upload videos. I believe the channel's around 2.5 years old now, so, and that's how it's been this whole time. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger, man. We got the high-speed internet. In fact, this video you're watching right now was uploaded on that high speed, and it probably only took like 15 minutes to do so, which is freaking fantastic compared to what I've been going through. I want you guys to know I did that for you guys. Y'all have been so supportive. You've been sending me so much stuff, so many packages, supplies, equipment, things like that. It just seemed only right that I should up my game and actually put the videos out a lot closer, like I keep saying I'm going to. You know, for the longest time, the videos have been kind of hit and miss. No kind of real scheduling, anything like that. Just whenever I can get to it, man, I get to it, and I'll edit. Sometimes I'll edit till 3 or 4 in the morning, and I'll get a video out for you guys. It's almost always last minute, and a lot of it just has to do with the fact that it's such a hassle to do the uploading process and all of that, that I tend to put it off, and I get behind on my editing and all of that, and before you know it, it's 2 weeks and you guys have been without a video, and that's not cool. But not anymore, man. We're gonna up our game. I do appreciate all the support, and to show my thanks, I'm gonna start putting out some more content. We've been doing pretty good at getting them out once a week lately, and I would like to up that to at least minimum twice a week, and then we'll go from there, see if we can at least get one like every other day. You guys got to keep in mind, I am a one-man show. I do everything myself, and you can only do so much, right? But that don't mean that we couldn't possibly do one every other day, or at the bare minimum twice a week. So that's what we're shooting for right now. That's our goal. We're going to get up to twice a week consistently, and then we'll try for that 3 times a week. So, hey, y'all, check it out, man. We got some more stuff. I wanted to show you guys this, man. I got sent a $100 gift card for Rock Auto, and we put it to good use on that G6 flip. And this came from Giacomo Furla. This is one of my longtime supporters. He was even a Patreon. Really cool guy, man. I really want to say I appreciate that you sent that to us, because we did, like I said, we put it to good use. I bought some, let's see, sway bar end links. And something else, I can't even remember what else it was, but the whole $100 went on that Pontiac G6, the gold one that we're flipping. So very much appreciated. Thank you, guy. We got something here too, man. Look at this. We got sent a jump starter box. This thing's pretty nice, y'all. Look at this. It comes with its own case and everything. Let's see, amazing. That's who makes it. Check it out. 2500 amp. That ought to serve us very well. Who'd this come from? Let's see. Hey Mike, no more need to tote a heavy spare battery to get one of those flips cars started. So many of us enjoy your great content, but especially the manner I like you just being you. So really cool, man. From Bill Speck. Dude, Bill Speck has been sending us all kinds of stuff, dude. He even sent us a glue pull system. It's a paintless dent repair system where you could actually pull dents out. It comes with a slide hammer, a bunch of little glue pulls, a hot glue gun, the special glue, the whole kit. And I'm going to be showing you guys some of that on the Saturn. I found a few dings in it that I want to try that puller on, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again, Bill Speck. That's a pretty sweet little setup I got going on here, man. Check it out. I got the little tiki torches, got the fire going, man. This is awesome. I wanted to show you guys something else. Beautiful evening, by the way. I think it's like, what, it's like 72 degrees right now, and I don't think there was a little bit of wind earlier, but it's starting to die down. I think it's going to turn out to be an awesome evening. I wanted to show you guys some stuff, man. This is kind of new. I never had this happen before. I'm starting to get stickers and stuff sent from other channels. Check this out, Todd from over at Unwrecked. Any of y'all that ain't checked out Unwrecked, you're missing out. He's got a really cool channel over there. Lots of projects, I mean several of them. He's even got a square body pickup over there that he's working on. Really cool dude, and he's been a long-time supporter of my channel. And the funny thing is I was watching his channel back before I even had a YouTube channel. So for him to be sending me stickers now is really freaking cool, man. So thanks a lot, Todd. I do appreciate you sending me those, man. I'm gonna have to get me some stickers. I haven't even had any. I don't have any merch. This is stupid. I really need to get some going. Look here, man, we got some more stickers, dude. This is Stuff with Cletus. This is a YouTube channel I've been watching for some time now. He's got lots of projects over there, and he's a car flipper like me, man. He flips cars all the time, and he does weird stuff like this over there as well. That is a Ford Escape that he's cut the back end off of and kind of made it like the new Mavericks. Pretty interesting stuff like that going on over there. He's got an F-150, an older style one that he's working on right now, I believe in the 70s, something like that. He's getting that thing all cleaned up, and I can't wait to see how that turns out, to be honest with you. As a matter of fact, I do believe that's a picture of it right there. So hey man, thanks again, Cletus. over there at Stuff with Cletus and Todd over there at Unwrecked. I really do appreciate you guys thought enough of me to send me some stickers. And like I said, man, I guess it's time I get me some merch, man. It'd be cool to return the favor when somebody sends me a sticker or something. I could send them one of mine. That would be awesome. I'm down for that. So I think it's time I put this up to a vote, man, because I've been on the fence on the whole merch thing, and I've had lots of people ask me, like, are you going to do merch or what? What do y'all think, man? Should I do some merch? Leave me a comment. What kind of merch? What would y'all be most interested in? Would it be better, you know, shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, coffee cups, stickers? I don't even know, man. Never done any of this kind of stuff before, and to be honest, I never really figured anybody would even be interested in anything like that, so I never really even entertained the thought. But I'm starting to kind of think about it because more and more people ask about it, and they ask me about this hat all the time, like, what's the deal with the hat? Can I get a hat? And my daughter made this hat for me, so we'll have to find somebody that I guess could design one, something like it, and put it into production. I don't even know. I'll have to look into it, man. You guys let me know. Any YouTubers out there that have been doing this for a while and already have merch, maybe you guys could chime in and let me know how it's done, man. Is it a pain in the ass? Is it worth it? What's the deal, man? I need to know. Get a couple more of these on there. There we go. Hey, a little update on the Saturn. In case you missed it, man, you missed one hell of a detail video. That's all I could say. But hey, I had mentioned in the last video that we couldn't get rod bearings for it. I tried everybody was out. Rock Auto, everybody was out. Rock Auto had them, but all they had was oversized. They didn't have standard size. But I'm happy to report they did get some in stock, and I did get some ordered and on the way. So next video, I think what we're going to do is we're going to crack that bad boy open and see if we can't get it to stop knocking. You guys are going to have to wish me luck on that one, because I don't know, man. That might be a complete waste of time and money. We'll have to wait and see. This time of year is what I call campfire season, man. And I don't know why I don't just record this and give it out to you guys as kind of a way to recap the week, I guess. I don't know. I mean, every week's busy and has its own challenges, and it'd be kind of cool to just come out here and just chat with you guys. I come out here anyway and have my coffee and enjoy my evening, weather permitting. And during this time of year, man, we get lots of really good days, just perfect for the campfire and perfect situation for me to be able to come out here and just chat with y'all and let you know everything's been going on. Who wants to see the Fury come in? That 072 Plymouth Sport Fury that I've had it for years. It's sitting out in the yard. It ran when I parked it. We've all heard that one before, right? So anyway, leave me a comment and let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that come into the shop. I think that would make a hell of a project. I already know you guys want to see the Datsun. I've had several of you downright chewing my ass in the comment section because they haven't seen the Datsun in so long. Anybody that missed it, man, I've got a 1970 little Datsun pickup. It's sitting in a field for years. I drug it out finally one day and just cut it into a million pieces, basically. And I'm attempting to put all of that over onto a 1995 Nissan hardbody frame and chassis, engine, the whole shebang. And we didn't do just like a traditional cab swap either. Basically, we cut the floor and the firewall and everything out of that 95 Nissan hardbody, left it on the truck, and now we're grafting that 1970 Datsun cab over onto that firewall and floorboard out of the 95. Why would you do that? Because it's got all that heat and air, all, you know, all the modernization, you know, of a newer vehicle, the power steering, it's got the cruise control, the whole 9 yards, not to mention air conditioning, fuel injection. Man, it's going to be great having all that into that old truck, and I just figured it would be a lot easier leaving all of that attached to its original firewall and just grafting that cab over onto it. Big project, lots of cutting, lots of welding. If you haven't seen it yet, there is a playlist for that old pickup. Go check it out, man. How about an update on the OG6 before it gets too dark? But there she is. She's still looking good. She's still driving good. Now, I have had I noticed a little bit of an issue with it, something I want to address. Oh, maybe I should make a video about that just for the hell of it. I've noticed when you put it into gear, it kind of pops into gear and it just drives me nuts. I can't stand it. So I'm going to see about addressing that issue, see if I can't make it a little bit better. I did buy some transmission mounts from Rock Auto. I think I will be installing those. And also, I've heard that the shift indicator, it's like the shift solenoid that goes on top of the actual shifting cable. You guys remember the Cobalt. Anybody, if you ain't seen those videos, go check it out. That was a major learning experience, but we do have a little bit of a knowledge on these now thanks to that car. I can't remember the exact name of the part, but it goes right on top of the transmission where the shifting linkage hooks to the top of the transmission. And I've heard that that could cause that, which is strange. I wouldn't think that that would have anything to do with it, but I have been doing a little research and they did say that that can be a cause of it. So kind of weird, but we'll check into it. Otherwise, man, I've been driving that thing back and forth to the city and it's been doing fantastic, man. I ain't had any issues at all. She runs like brand new. I love how that thing runs. So yeah, man, just kind of looking for video ideas. I'm kind of curious what you guys are willing to watch. I know some of that stuff gets kind of boring and most of you are just like, nah, just give us the highlights. And then I seem to have a split audience, you know, because some of you guys, no, we want to see everything. So these videos are more for you guys, you know, the ones that kind of just want to see everything. I mean, that's cool. I don't mind. You know, I know it's boring, but sometimes you guys kind of want to hang out and talk and ask questions and things like that. So I'm going to kind of get rigged up to where we could do some live feeds. I think that'd be pretty cool, do some live chats and whatnot. So be looking for that. And also, I think it's high time we get back out to the auction. We need to keep an eye on things, man, and see how things are going. Everything's up in the air right now with the whole chip shortage. We all know about that by now, I'm sure, unless you've been living under a rock. They can't seem to get new cars out. And it's got the whole used car game flipped on its ear. So we're just kind of trying to get through it. I mean, you see what we got to do. We got to drag cars out of people's yards sometimes just to have a flip because the auctions are just so bad right now. But considering that you guys like watching these old turds get turned around, I mean, maybe I'll just go out there and buy some of the cheaper junky ones, you know, the little $500 ones, and just see what we could do with them. And anything that'll pay the bills. We gotta be able to flip cars regardless of what's going on out there. I mean, that's how I make my money. We can't be sitting it out. We got to get out there and make it happen one way or the other, whether it's through auctions, buying the cheap junk nobody wants, or, you know, finding individuals like we did with that G6 and just, you know, seeing if we can't talk them out of it for a good price. That particular car was the perfect example. It was just an extra car he had sitting around. He had already bought himself a new one, so he didn't care about it anymore. Those are the perfect cars for us because they just want them out of their way. And of course, that one was in dire need of the weird beard treatment, but once we got that handled, man, I mean, look what we ended up. We ended up with a very nice, clean little car. She's got a little aches, you know, little aches and pains here and there, but we're not opposed to getting a lot of those straightened out and trying to really turn that into a good car for somebody to drive around. And I prove it by driving it around myself. I put almost 500 miles on it so far. She's been a great car. So we'll get it up for sale. It's not up for sale just yet. I've got some people bugging about it, and I'm not ready to turn it loose yet. So yeah, anyway, we'll get back out to the auction sometime this week and see if we can't find another car, and hopefully it'll be a little bit easier one. It'd be kind of nice. I'm due for an easy flip. I am, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Not right now, man. Those auctions, it seems like all that's going on out there is they're just dumping off their junk. That's all. Anything worth keeping, they're selling on their own lots, you know. So they're just dumping off the junk. But hey, you know, that makes good content for you guys, right? I mean, that's just that much more interesting, watching me try to suffer through these projects, man, see if I can't get them figured out and dialed in and what have you. And so far we're doing okay, man. So far we've run into some pretty serious issues, but we got past them, man, and that's all that matters. And hopefully the Saturn will be the same way, and I'm sure this OG6 is going to be just fine. So we're doing all right. We're getting it figured out. I sure long for the days, though, when I first got into this, man. It was so easy. It's like take a candy from a baby, man. You just go out there, about $1,500 or less usually, and I mean, that's all in, buyer's fee and everything, and chances are you're going to bring home a decent car that just needed some cleaning and at best, you know, a couple $100 spent on some front end parts or something, and you'd sell it and make about $1,500, maybe even a couple grand profit on it. It was so easy. But now you got to work for it, and that's what you guys have been seeing with this channel. You've been seeing me get in here and figure these things out instead of just dumping them off and taking a loss. Maybe normally I would do that and just move on because time is money. You know, turn and burn, shake and bake, all that good stuff. But right now, man, I mean, what's the point of dumping a car off and getting right back out there just to find out that next week there's no cars at all, you know? And you should have just fixed the one you had and went with that. So I don't know, man. I'm figuring it out. I'm new at this. You guys know I ain't been doing this for very long, and that's another big part of the channel, is you guys just watching me figure things out and just kind of navigate my way through this. You know, it's a journey. It's a journey, and there are levels to this, definitely. You know, some guys are out there, they're more on the dealer end of it, you know what I mean? And I'm more kind of car flipper, and a bit of an old school car flipper at that. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I don't mind hanging out at the salvage yards. I actually kind of dig it, to be honest. I know it might sound weird, but I like it. But, you know, I was kind of born and raised into this whole car thing. I mean, I come from a long line of guys that would wrench on their rides to keep them going so they could get to work and back and things like that. I've had friends and family members that were into the custom car thing, you know, and then they would lower their cars and do hot rod type stuff, you know, cool guy stuff. And so, you know, I kind of come from that background as well. And it's a lot of fun, man. I like cars. I like messing with them. And sometimes when you're dealing with these old flip cars, to you guys, you know, it might seem like, dude, what are you doing, man? Get rid of it. Don't waste. But for me, I don't know, man. It's not that big of a deal, I don't guess. It's something I've always been doing, even professionally. I worked in the paint and body shop for, I don't know, 13, 14 years. It's nothing to tear into these cars and just go after it, you know what I mean? So I do enjoy doing it, and I enjoy bringing you guys the content. You guys seem to like it. The views are doing pretty well. The channel's growing at a good pace, and so as long as that's the case, we'll keep it going. Why not? But hey, you guys, it's starting to get a little dark out, and these GoPros, they don't do too well in the dark. They need a lot of light to work. You're probably getting nothing but backlit and shadow and all of that as it is. I don't even know. I won't know until I get in there and edit it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, man. I appreciate everybody following along, man. This has been a lot of fun. It really has. You guys have no idea how fun it is opening up all these packages y'all keep sending me. I mean, it's pretty much every day there's another package from somebody, and you guys are fantastic. I really do appreciate it. I just can't tell you enough. When I started this channel, I didn't even think about that. It didn't even cross my mind. In fact, I mean, I never even thought the channel would go anywhere at all. I'm gonna be honest, I may have said this before. I started this channel just to kind of shut my wife up. She wouldn't leave me alone about it. She's like, they'll watch, you'll see. And I'm like, no, they won't, you'll see. And here we are. So anyway, hey man, that's some crow I don't mind eating, I guess. But like I said, it's been fun. It's kind of got me come out of my shell a little bit, which has been good for me, man. I don't need to just be hiding in the woods. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of cool to go to the auctions and talk with people. I got people come up to me all the time and tell me that they like the channel, they enjoy the videos. I can't even go to Walmart without people stopping me. Hey, Weird Beard. It's cool, man. It really is. I never seen it coming. I thought this was going to go nowhere. So it's fun. It has been fun, and it's been good for me. So I do appreciate all that from the bottom of my heart, man. No joke. And I'm gonna continue doing it, man. I mean, unless we get shut down or something, I'm gonna keep bringing it out here for you guys. And please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, check out the Instagram, check me out on Facebook, send me a friend request, man. I answer all my friend requests, you guys. And the cool thing about the Facebook and the Instagram and all that is that in case YouTube isn't notifying you of a new video, well, guess what? I will notify you of a new video on those formats. So if you got a Facebook, man, hit me up. Instagram, the same thing, man. Hit me up, and that way you will know when I put a video out, in case YouTube doesn't notify you, because they don't, man. Sometimes they don't. Even though you're subscribed and even though you hit the notification bell, YouTube's funny like that. So this way I could get it out there to you no matter what. So anyway, be sure to go check me out on those platforms, Instagram and Facebook. As for now, I'm gonna head on out of here, man. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining me.